Next question. Okay, let me see who this question is from. It's from KG Moiler, and KG always sends us questions. Thank you, Han. This is actually a very nice question, so let's just take a look. It says, the diagram below shows two plants, A and B, and let's get navy here, at the start of an investigation. So we're looking at an investigation. The plants were treated in the following ways. Plant A, there's no changes. And if there were no changes, it means that this plant is the control. Okay? And in B, they've removed the apical bud. Okay, people, what happens when the apical bud is removed? The lateral branches will start to grow. Okay, it will grow laterally, not up, because there's no longer apical dominance. The apical bud is gone. Okay, and they tell us each plant was covered with a box with a single opening. And what does that tell us? That here we are going to have a unilateral light stimulus. And when there is a unilateral light stimulus, what's going to happen? The plant is going to respond. Okay, then it says, state the role of the boxes in this investigation. Well, what were the boxes doing? What was the function of the boxes? To ensure unilateral light. Okay, or you could have said light from one side. Okay, but as long as you know that that is, the light's only going to be coming from one side. Okay, name the hormone. It was when you removed by cutting off the apical bud. It is the auxins. Okay, they're gone, finished. Okay, you can also call it IAA, which is indole acetic acid, but just auxins fine. Okay, tabulate two differences between plant A and B that you would expect after 2 weeks. Okay, I'm not going to tabulate it. Remember, when you're asked to tabulate, you have to write box A or plant A, plant B, and you must compare the same things, and you must draw the table. And if you draw that little table and you write the correct headings in the top, it's a mark. It's already a mark. So when they say the two differences, let's think. After 2 weeks, what's going to happen? Let's use another color. This one is going to carry on growing up because it's still got its apical bud. It's going to have apical dominance. So it's going to continue to grow nicely up. So this plant is going to be taller, okay, and it's going to have few lateral branches, okay, and it's going to also twist. Oh, sorry, let me just fix this here. It's going to grow up, but it's going to curve towards the light, so it's going to bend towards light. Okay, so, but it's still going to be taller. All right, if we look at this little plant, what are we going to have? Let's do this in orange. What are we going to have here? The apical bud was removed. So we're going to see, first of all, it's going to be shorter than this one, than plant A. So it's going to be shorter. It's going to have more lateral branches. Okay, and what else are we going to see? We're going to see that it grows straight up. Why? Because there are no auxins here. So these parts here are going to cause it to just grow higher and taller. But it's still going to end up being shorter than plant A. Then it says, we've got the diagram below, shows plant B 7 days after being sprayed with gibberellins. Now, what are the functions of gibberellins? Okay, it says, explain the effect of that gibberellins had on the plant by referring to the changes observed in the diagram. And this was in case you didn't know, but look here. This is called an internode. Okay? And where the leaves grow, that's called a node. And what gibberellins do is they cause, and listen to the word because it's plant hormones, they cause the cells in the internodes to elongate. Okay, so the internodes get larger. Okay, and that's what the gibberellins do. But I also want to, which results in, therefore, growth, growth at internodes. Okay, now what gibberellins also do, and the problem is they're going to ask you gibberellins in the exam, and everyone learns auxins. Gibberellins are also very important. Why? Because they cause germination of seeds. Okay, and what else do? They cause the development of flowers. And the last point that you must know is they cause the sprouting of, now, and without those little buds, you don't ever have the side leaves and the lateral branches developing. Okay, it's those little buds that do it. That's what gibberellins do. So make sure that you understand gibberellins cause the cells in the internodes to grow and elongate so that the internodes become longer. They cause the germination of seeds. And there have been a couple of experiments that they've asked in exams where they say the plant was watered with gibberellins or sprayed with gibberellins. What happens? Okay, they cause the internodes to get longer, to extend, to grow. They seeds to germinate. They cause the development of flowers and the sprouting of buds. So make sure you know that. We've got